Okay guys, I'm going to come on here and show how I color with Prismacolor pencils. Scott's sleeping, so I'm trying to be quiet. So I'm going to show y'all how I do that. I'm going to show you. My sister, my youngest sister, was awesome. And for my birthday this year, since I turned 50, she bought me the complete set of Prismacolors. So I have them all to choose from, which is awesome. So I'm going to bring you down. Sorry for the moving around, but I want to get you where you can see. Okay, we're going to do some lovebirds. Alright, and I'll try to remember to leave it, right here. Because I get to moving things and then whatever, put my eyeballs on. Alright, so brought up these pictures of the lovebirds so we can choose the colors. So let's see, do we want, they look like they're mostly green. So we will start. What I do is for every color I use and put down, and sorry my fingernails are dirty, I should have cleaned them. I choose a light, a dark, and a medium of the same color, just different values. So Tesla's trying to get my attention. He's in the hall and he's scratching himself so he can make the closet door go boom, 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 and he's driving me crazy. I go to see if he wants a drink of water. That's not what he wants. I don't know. He's driving me nuts. So we're going to do, we need 3 shades of green. Light, a medium, and it needs to be a nice green here. Alright, so this is going to be my dark. I'm going to use that one for my medium and that for my light. Alright, and I'm just going to lay in the darkest part of his wings first, and that's going to be these little feathers off from here. And this will be my darkest set of green, and I just take and I shade like where his bottom meets his tail. This will be darker green too down in here, and I'm just going to put these on like this, just right under his bottom here. Alright, and then I might come down a little bit along the edge, just pick an edge, either the left or the right of each little feather. See how I'm coming down just the one side of the feather? It doesn't have to be 100% neat, and don't press so hard, because what we're actually going to do is we're laying in color. We're not really forcing the color down, we're going to lay it in. So let me do this little bird real quick and just add a little dark here and there on them. We'll do the same. We'll go all the way around underneath, being careful not to hit his claw there, because of course that'll be a different color, and there's part of the stick is there. And you want to do the same, so I'm going to put a little bit of extra dark here and a little bit here, and I'm just using like a little just little circle motion to lay the color down like that. Alright, so that was the darkest shade, so we're going to set that one down. Now the one we chose for our medium, we're going to go back over what we've already done, but then expand it slightly, so it's just slightly bigger than what you laid down before. Okay, so you're going to cover just slightly more of the area. So Scott's waking up from his nap and he's being very, very loud about it, so anyway, he might come in here and I might have to do this over. So I'm laying this color down, and see how I've expanded it just slightly farther? Okay? And there's still places that are white, but that's okay because we're going to come back in with our lightest color. Go back over this little wing, go over this area, make it a little bit farther, and you're laying the color one on top of the other. And I always do dark to light, I'll do my dark color and then I'll pick up my medium. And it's the same circular motion. Remember to expand what you've covered. So now we're covered a little bit more. Now we'll bring in this last color and just fill it on in with little circle motions. Get their wings all done up. And you're going to cover the entire surface with this color. Let's come around here, circular motion. I hope you can see what I'm doing. See how we filled in the entire area now? Don't worry that it's 100% even either, because we're going to do one more step. A lot of people will use the little nubs that are white with some gem salt, which is mineral spirits, and I actually don't do that. I could. Scott's got mineral spirits out in the garage, but I've always just used a Prismacolor colorless blender pencil, and you can see I've been coloring a lot last couple days. It's the PC 1077. That's the colorless blender. Now before I start blending this, I want to make sure there's no color from a previous project on here. So what I do is I have a scrap piece of paper and I just clean off the tip of the pencil, because you don't want to, because that yellow would transfer and you don't want to do that, okay? So now we've got the colorless pencil nub, and we're just going to just go over the whole surface in circular motion, and what this does is it blends it in. So you get a nice effect. It's better to go down like each little feather section than trying to go over the whole surface, so you're not transferring your darkest color, you know, completely over it, because you don't want it to be a solid color. Okay, and then this one. Now I chose this image because it's pretty open. I'm hoping I'm still recording, because I don't have a clue how much minutes I have. All right, so now I'm gonna hold these in my hand, and I will pick 3 different greens so that I don't get the same greens again. All right, and these were in my darker tray, so I'll set them back in my darker tray. All right, and now I've got 3 more. There's a dark, a medium, and a light. Start with the dark. All right, the lovebirds that I've got on this screen, this under here. All right, I'm gonna go wherever they've got the little lines to separate the sections. Like I'd go under here, maybe make it just a little bit wider, because the other bird's tummy's kind of hanging over, so this would be like a little shadow. And I do under here, and then down around here. Basically you're using your pencil to show depth. Little circular motion, okay? That's on that bird. And then I'd go ahead and just use the same pencil, and don't lay it down and just work on one bird. I try to work it on them both at the same time. I'd come up to here, and I'm going to come down a little bit on this side here. You're just laying in your shadows basically, and your highlights. Not really highlights. The sections you want to show the depth in the picture. And this is just how I do it. And I'm going to put a little bit under this edge of this feather where the wing meets the body. And then I'll do some on his back. Alright. Their throats are actually, it's looking like pink or red or whatever. They actually look like, okay, so we're going to come up over his head a little bit. And what I do is when I'm doing something like a bird or something, like these are lovebirds, I typed in lovebirds and asked for lovebird images. So these are like real birds I'm looking at, and I'm just trying to copy as close as I can. And I don't want to come all the way down because their little cheeks are part of the pink area. So the little cheeks are pink and their tummy's pink here. So that's all I'm going to do with that shade of the green. Now you're going to come in with this shade of the green, and everywhere you went, you're going to go over it again, okay? So I covered all of that, and now I'm going to come in just a little bit farther and laying down this new color in front of the old color. Okay, doing the same here. Go over what we had laid down before. And then expand. You know, and you can expand it. I mean, everything in nature's not completely perfect. If you think it is, you haven't looked close enough. Go back over this and expand it a little farther. Okay. I'm probably right in front of where y'all need to see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. It's hard to do this, and the light is fading. Now see, I missed a part, so I have to pick this pencil back up. This is back to my dark, because I want to lay in some dark down here, where his bottom meets his tail. Oops. Go back to the medium. Okay. Expand a little farther. Now we'll do the same here. Go over the original, expand a little farther. Okay. Scott sounds like he's on the phone. If he comes out here, he's not going to know I'm recording, so you might hear part of his conversation before he realizes Becky's recording. So that's what I'm going to do there. And then I've got to lay in some more here. And I'm just covering what I originally put down with the next shade. Okay? And then we're going to expand farther.
Get your mud the same thickness all the way across.
So I'm doing like this.
Yeah.
So, did you hear that? You got to get your mud the same thickness. Uh-oh. Now he's getting in on a Gamecock situation. It's the first game of USC Gamecocks. Woohoo! We don't care a thing about sports, so anyway. I'm going to expand this. So that's what we do. And now we're going to use the lightest shade of green, and we're going to go back over everything that we've already done with these shades of green. So we go back over the entire surface. So I'm going to come down a little bit farther. So I'm going to try and get this colored in here. Okay. Go back over this part here. I'm leaving his face blank so that I can add the pink, okay? We'll just add some pinks in there and make him look like a lovebird. And this is what I do. You just have to layer it on. And to get it to look really cool, you've got to take your time because you're laying color in. You're not just forcing the color down with these pencils. And there's other videos on YouTube, and this is how the Prismacolor YouTube place or channel actually said to do is layer your colors. See? You just keep layering them on. Like this. I'm going over all of the colors. It's basically when you layer the color on, you are coloring over where you've already been, and you're hitting pieces of the paper that maybe the previous colors had not hit. You know, so this color is actually ending up down onto the paper in certain sections. Gotta remember to get under his belly under there. There we go. We're gonna do some more here. Oh, I hope the recorder keeps going. I wish I'd looked at the time on there. If not, I'll have to just catch y'all up. But basically, just take your time, lay your color over each other, and then we'll even it out with a colorless blender, which I need to get another one. We never seem to have them at the store. I don't know what is up with that. I'll have to look. I've got the little adapter, so when the pencil gets real short, I can stick it in the adapter, but I'm afraid I'm going to use this all up. Okay, so I've got him pretty good. Let's finish her. The only reason I'm saying him and her is she's shorter. I know that's not totally natural either, because I know some ladies that are taller than their husbands, so it's all right. So this is what I'm doing. Just color, 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 color. Lay the color in, one on top of the other. Okay. Now, the magic happens with colorless blender. Again, it's got that dark green on it that we don't want in the greens that we just did. So you just clean the end of the colorless blender off on a scratch piece of paper. That looks pretty good. You can also just sharpen it, but the Prismacolors work better with a blunt end, meaning, or a dulled out end. See, now we're going to come in with a colorless blender and just kind of work the colors together and see how it smooths them out and brings them together nice and soft. It gives it a soft edge. I figured I would go ahead and do this coloring video while I was coloring images for Rebekah at I Am Mama 224, or maybe I've got too many twos in there. If I did Rebekah, I'm sorry. But I thought I would just go ahead and do a process coloring video while I colored images. And if the tape is still got, or the tape, as you see, I'm so old. Tape. But you know, if I've got time on this video and I haven't broke off or whatever, I'll show you the other images I've actually colored. And it does take a little time. You're working your colors together. And it might look like I'm not doing anything, but it really does. It changes the look of it and fills in all the areas. Gotta remember to go up under here. And if you accidentally, when you're in a tight area like this, if you accidentally bump that green, check your pencil, because it'll grab the dark green, and you'll start putting dark green wherever you move your pencil to. And I didn't want to do that, so. All right. See, it softens him up. I'm sorry, the sun's starting to go down, so I'm trying to hurry here. And let's finish her up. It's just a little circular motion where you're pulling one color into the other and softening it out. might try, one day break down and try the mineral spirits, but for right now, the mineral spirits are liquid, and I can take this colorless blender anywhere with me. Like if we're traveling, I can take a colorless blender with me, and I don't have to worry about it breaking in a suitcase or any of that. I love the colorless blenders. I've just gotten used to using it. It is getting awful small though. It's kind of hard to hold on to. Okay, I'm gonna finish this little bit out. And also you can pull color with this too. See, I went down a little bit farther with this. You can move some color around with it. Okay. So that's what we have. All right, let me check the camera really quick, make sure I'm still recording, and I am, and it's been 21 minutes. Man, if y'all are still with me, I appreciate it. But this coloring does take a little time. Put those back. Okay, I'm going to do the pink area, which is pretty pink. So let's do that one. And then it really needs to be, it might be just a little too much. You see, you got to choose your colors right here. Because we don't want to be too, well, that might be just as crazy as I need to go. All right, so I'm going to use that for my dark, that for my medium, that for my light. This might be too dark. Really does look too dark. Hang on, let me put that one back. All right, so that'll be my dark. This will be my medium, and that'll be my light. So I'm going to lay this in and hope I don't mess him up. I'm going to lay this in next to the green, the darkest color. Come up under the eyes a little, down around the beak. They actually have a little white on some of them, but I'm going to do the best I can with the choices I've made. Another circular motion. And when I blend this out, I will also blend it back some in the green. I'm going to come up under his chin here. Might actually do a little bit on top of the cheeks too. Come down his chin. Do his little bib. This is real time, folks. I'm not speeding this up or anything, so if y'all have stuck with me, I'm amazed. Excuse me. I'm having a lot of trouble with allergies with the new fall scents and stuff. You know, all the scented stuff that comes in for the holidays. I'm dreading cinnamon pine cones. They are like a plague to me. Come down here. Alright, so we laid that color in. And we'll choose this one here. We're going to go back over what we've already colored and expand. I'm just doing little circular motions around his beak a little bit and up a little bit. Make the lightest part just fall on his little cheeks. Okay. And around. So. Okay. If this cuts out on me, I'll just have to come back and show you all the finished product. I'm sorry. I think you'll get the idea of it. You're just laying the color in gently. Just lay your color in gently. Soft touch. Don't try to force the color down, because when we lay it on top, one on top of the other, it intensifies the color without any pressure. Okay. Alright, now I'll just put this last color on here. Again, go over what you've already colored. I'm leaving his beak because we're going to do that, and whatever, their beaks are actually white. So these are all done with Prismacolor, and I am not keeping track of what color numbers I used or anything because I use so many different colors, and even on just a little thing like this, it's just three different values in the same color family. So 3 pinks, 3 different greens, 3 different greens. I might have gone too dark on him, but they'll still be cute. Uh-oh, see, now I got a little bit on his beak. I have a Prismacolor eraser. See if I can lift that up a little bit. Sorry about that. It helps a little. It doesn't get it totally off, but it'll be all right. Just laying this color in. I appreciate y'all coloring with me today. Alright, now we'll get that colorless blender. Oh, it's got green on it. So make sure you clean that other color off. You definitely don't want a green right in the middle of your pink. And I'm going to start at the center of where I've put pink because I'm going to do the greens toward the green last so that I'm not dragging green all into his bibs and his cheeks and stuff here. See, I could have gone even lighter with my lightest tone, but this is what we got, so we'll go with it. It's a learning experience here. I'll do around to the green, like I said, very last, where it meets up. It's just little circular motions. And you see, you can tell there, side by side, what a difference the colorless blender makes. I'm so tickled with this set of Prismacolors. Scott had gotten me a smaller set for Christmas one year, and I got hooked, and I wanted to start collecting the colors. And then my youngest sister surprised me, which was awesome. I was so shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what on earth has she sent me? It was quite a surprise. Okay, so we're going to get in the middle here. Alright, now I'm going to go around, and I'm just going to work around the edge of where the pink meets the green to blend that so it's not a definite area. You'll see what I mean. See? Softens that edge between the green and the pink. But I didn't want to do it, you know, when I was still trying to even out the pink area. Still need to come up a little bit on here. Alright, so there's that one. We're getting close. So I'll put these pinks back in my box. Alright, the beaks are. Alright. It all depends on which one you're looking at. Some of them have white at the top and some have red. So I'm just going to do a typical bird beak in yellows. So, because there are some on here that have some yellow. Maybe I'll do this one. Alright, so I've got this one is my dark, so we'll put the darkest on the top of their beaks here. And then maybe on the side a little bit here. And then a side here. And then we'll do this one as our medium. Go back over what you've already colored. And then expand it slightly.